Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back for the second live stream of the day. I don't know how well we're going to do because she's being a real pain in the ass, but I'll do the best that I can. Anyhow, anyhow, let's see if I can find it on here. I know I'm late, but I had to take a shower and I was just running behind schedule, and she is not behaving. Anyway, so the first person I have here is Emin for Love. Yeah? What are you doing? You sitting on the floor? Yeah. You're pain in the neck. Okay, so when it comes to love for Emin, you've got a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It's going to have a lot of respect for you. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You actually are leaving anxiety in the past. That's moving in the past and moving forward. You've got the power of manifestation here with the Magician. So put out into the universe exactly what you want in a partner and it should show up. I'm at KD for general. You're about to embark on a personal transformation. The Death card's the first card that shows up. No longer holding yourself back brings in a soulmate relationship. You have good karma coming in. You also have a Taurus and a Libra around you. Feeling finally like you made it to the top of the mountain and being very in touch with your intuition. Intuition is good. You're good. Cinnamon. Well, I have children with West. When? It's like far off. It's not happening anytime soon. There is a chance, but it wouldn't be like probably for a couple of years. Skip somebody. This weekend may be kind of, well, it might be a little bit boring. You do have some opportunity for love, but it seems like things may be a little slow when it comes to love. You have a fire sign around you, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You also have an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But it doesn't look like a lot of love is happening. You could be hanging out with somebody, but it doesn't. Your Knight of Cups is in reverse, which would either be not feeling a love connection or it would just be a friendly thing. It wouldn't be like a romantic thing happening this weekend. Avery. For the rest of this week, you got some respect coming in. Your intuition is heightened, but it still looks like things are moving forward slowly when it comes to love. You have an earth sign around you this week too. That goes into the weekend. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But I don't know, it just doesn't look like, it looks like it's more of like friendly stuff this week. It doesn't look like it's really hot when it comes to love. Avery, what are you doing? What are you playing with? Can you play with this thing? Farah Walla? How does he feel about me, about what happened between us today? He feels good. He feels like he's got choices. He feels prepared, and he feels like celebration around the situation. And he thinks that you're loving and kind. Inez, how did N feel today after I confronted him? Will he communicate again in the next few months? He should communicate again, but he doesn't like being confronted. He feels like unjust, like not good karma. He wasn't crazy about you confronting him. Like felt like it was not fair. Like you called him out on something that wasn't fair. Jasmine, what are Josh's intentions for me? He's looking for things to transform and evolve. He may be putting in a lot of effort, and you've got good luck around the situation. Put a wish out into the universe. Anna, how did Christopher feel about the text message I sent him last night? About if he don't want me bothering him, just to tell me. He wasn't crazy for that. It kind of like it's like he gets stuck in the mud. Feels almost like well, he's pulling his energy back. I don't know if he responded or what happened since then, but death is in reverse, which means this relationship right now is not growing. It's sort of stuck. It's almost like he kind of felt like, not that you were being dramatic, but like, dramatic isn't the right word. Feeling like, I don't know how to explain it. He didn't feel like you were making a big deal out of nothing, but he felt like you were making an issue, and that he's not going to tell you that he doesn't want to talk to you. He just needs space or something. Like he's not feeling like he doesn't like being called out on it. He wants space, and he doesn't really feel like he should have to explain himself at this point, or he doesn't want to have to explain himself at this point. He's being selfish. But he's not going to come right out and say to you, I don't want to talk to you. He's just not going to. Where am I here? Anna, how is Christopher feeling towards me right now today? Argumentative. I don't know if you've spoken to him since then, but it shows argumentative, like he needs a little bit of space, and he's feeling very weak. So I don't know what's going on around him, but whatever it is, it's like he doesn't want to have to deal with the dramatics of everything. So he's just like he's annoyed. He's annoyed by the whole thing. Like he's not going to come out and say, hey, I don't want to speak to you. And he doesn't really like that you said that to him, because now he feels like he's got to respond to it, or he has to do something to make you feel differently. And he's just like aggravated with the whole thing. He's being selfish. For sure. Marth, why have I been thinking about the Leo again? It's showing here a little bit like you may still have feelings for him, and that's why it's going to resurface, because you're not totally over it. It does look like the timing around the two of you wasn't that great, so that may be why you're hanging on to it, because it feels like you're hanging on to something that feels a little bit incomplete, like you never had a real chance, or you never really got to live it out. And it may not even be so much that you're not over him, you're not over like not being able to live it out thoroughly. It almost looks like you were gypped, like you were gypped out of the experience. Priscilla, how does Samuel the Virgo feel about me? Is there love? He's got a genuine interest in you. I can't tell you he's in love with you yet. Love's not coming up. I don't think that you're there. I don't think you're in that kind of a relationship yet. But he's got an interest. Like there's an interest there. Talia, may I have general for tomorrow? Let me just move over this way so that I can keep my eye on her. Tomorrow should be a good day. Got perseverance around you. You've got being very decisive, knowing what you want, and deciding to start a new journey of some type, a personal journey, changing and growing, evolving. Change starts tomorrow and continues through the rest of the year. It also looks like you could be taking some time to care for yourself. It could be rest, relaxation, and feeling like you can breathe a sigh of relief tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a decent day. I think so. Paris. Do I still need to be in a relationship with DJ? You don't need to be in a relationship with anyone. If you're not happy, end it. There's no reason to stay in a situation that you're not happy in. Yeah, if you're not happy, end it. Yeah, there is no reason to stay in any situation if you're not happy. You can move on to something else, or you can take time for yourself. Soleil General. What's that? What's that going in your mouth? Oh, would you stop it? Let me just make sure you didn't put anything in your mouth. No? All right. You need a bath. You're crusty. You are crusty. Here, you want to play with something? Here, you can play with this. Pain in the neck. General for Soleil. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. You're going to have choices. You're also maybe feeling spiritually connected to a new spiritual practice of some type and feeling like you've got some decisions to make coming in. You should be calling the shots moving forward for the most part when it comes to life choices in general. Bushara, feelings and intentions of M the Pisces towards me. This person thinks that there's good karma around you. They may be coming forward a little bit more. They're not 100% in the game just yet, but they think that, you're stable, peaceful. You might have a long road ahead of you with this person. Things may not turn around overnight, but there's possibility and there's room for growth. Feeling more balanced and feeling a little bit more appreciated from him should be coming in the near future. Queen, when will KJ propose? I'm not seeing engagement come in right now, so I'm not going to say it's going to happen this year. Maybe sometime next year, but it's not coming in right now. I mean, unless you have a conversation with him and let him know that that's what you want right now. It's not showing that he's got that on his mind right now. Not before the end of this year. Avery, knock it off. Jay Allen, was Amy looking for me today? Was Amy looking for me today? Yeah, she was. She was. She may have been surprised not to see you. I think that she thought she was going to see you. Georgia, when will RS reach out with his true intentions? Possibly the month of October. Tanya, will I get married in my 20s? You could. You could. It's possible. It would be later in your 20s, though, because there's only a 33% chance. Tanya, Oh, I did that one. PRM, general reading. Your intuition will be heightened. Moving forward, you have love, money, abundance, and fertility coming in around you. Be careful if you don't want children. Possibly a new job opportunity comes in that makes you feel a little bit more balanced. And also, the Eight of Pentacles, you could be going back to school or learning a new skill of some type. It doesn't have to be going back to college or going back to like a school like that, a university. It could be like learning something on the side. Whatever it is, it's something that you would enjoy and would be beneficial. So like, why, brutal truth, why has he doesn't think that the timing is right, and he's feeling a little stuck. I mean, you can contact him. You know, like this could be a battle of the egos. It depends on what you want. If you want to get back with him, like I would never tell anybody to sit around and wait for anything. If you're waiting for him to call you, you're going to continue to wait for him to call you because that's just the way energy works. When somebody gets stuck, they're stuck. I mean, that's why there are people that are single for years. That's why there's people that never get out of bad relationships because they're stuck. They accept that energy. If you want to get back with him, you can reach out to him. If you're waiting for him, you're going to continue to wait. I don't think that see, the way he feels about the relationship is that he cares, he enjoyed it when it was good. There was too much fighting and breaking up and getting back together and moving in and moving out and starting over. That he doesn't want that. That's not what he wants. And it feels like a lot of the fights that you had with him weren't even so much about you and him. They were about other people and what other people thought or what other people did. He doesn't want to get back into that. So he is taking space from this situation. So that's why I'm saying, like, I don't think he wants to let go of this relationship forever, but he's not eager to jump back into that again because, you know, it gets toxic. Anyone that's ever lived a situation like that, it doesn't get better, you know, without a lot of work. And, you know, it's almost like the moving in and the moving out, like that really like put the icing on the cake for him because like it's a constant cycle, you know, of always like fighting and him always feeling like he did the wrong thing or whatever, you know, whatever was happening. And I'm not saying that he was right because I know he wasn't. I know, but this is how he's feeling. So it's up to you if you want to reach out to him. I personally think that you're going to have other opportunities and you're going to want to move on. That's what I think is going to happen. But you can reach out to him. I would rather see somebody reach out for better or for worse, like whether you get what you want or you don't, than sit around waiting and get stuck in that waiting for something to happen. And also it being a battle of the egos. I'm not reaching out, he should. I'm not reaching out, she should. Why should I? Why should I? Like, it could go on forever. That could go on forever. Excuse me, miss. You have waxy ears? No, not so bad. Are they? No, not so bad. RC, what actions will Allie take towards me in the future? Avery, please. Well, he's slow and steady, so I don't see that much happening in the near future. You're going to hear from him or he'll reach out to you somehow eventually, but it doesn't seem like he's stepping forward right away. It might take some time and it could get a little frustrating. Here, why don't we go on the bouncy? Please do not scream when I put you in here. Avery, please. Come on, come on, come on. Stop. Here, play with this. Come on, come on. Avery, knock it off. I'm just going to let her cry because you know something? I think she's starting to get a little spoiled. Marth, how is Leo feeling about me right now? He feels like you have sharp energy. Like this is sharp energy. I don't know if you guys had a fight, but he feels like this is like she's got a sharp mouth, or she's sharp energy. It's the best way I can describe it. Like he thinks that you're very sharp. Maybe a little bit cold, and weakness comes up around the situation. I don't know where you left off in this situation, but he feels like he's the one that's been hurt. That might not be true, but that's how he's feeling. He also feels a little bit betrayed. I don't know why, but that's what comes up. Pluie, how does Ace see me physically? Thinks you're attractive. Thinks that you're attractive and thinks that things are forward moving. Miss Rosie, why is A not going public with our relationship? Not ready, not prepared. May not be feeling confident enough in this. This is slow and steady. Might not be feeling confident enough in the stability of it. The connection, I think, is good. I just think that he may not be feeling like the relationship itself is stable enough, and doesn't want people to know just yet. Soleil. Sam goes to, oh wait, that's, why can't I stop thinking about him even though I don't want to be with him? Well, number one, he has not stopped thinking about you. You guys are still, this relationship's still not totally done. But not only that, you're not over the situation yet. Neither one of you is, and he's thinking about you. So it's a combination. It's a combination. If you don't want to be with him and you really want your life to move forward, you've got other opportunities coming in. So I would focus on that, and I would try to stop talking about him and giving him any energy, because the more energy you give him, the more important he's going to be. You know what I mean? The more energy you give something, the more power it has. If you take away its power when you stop giving it energy. Paris. So is this guy from me? I'm with the one for me. Not if you don't want to be in the relationship, he's not. First, look, there is not one person that's meant to be for us. That is a fallacy that we grow up believing because Disney teaches us that. There are a million options for you right now. If you're not happy in the relationship that you're in, then end it. There is no, like, there's not one person. We're on a journey here. If you stay with somebody that you don't want to be with because somebody tells you it's meant to be, you're just stifling your own life. If you have questions about it, then you've already answered that question. Like, it's not up to me to tell you he's the one. It's up to you to feel it. And if you're asking, then you obviously don't think that this is the right person. And if you think that the relationship should end, then you should be the one to end it. I don't know why, like, people get very caught up in this idea of looking for the one. There isn't. There is not one person. Just like you don't only have one friend, and you don't only have one relative, you don't only have one teacher. There's a lot of people around us, and we're supposed to learn from all of them. That's why we're brought together in relationships. So, you know, if you're in a situation where you're not entirely happy, but you're just staying for whatever the reason, it's easy, or you don't want to be single or whatever, then you're stifling your own growth because you've already learned from this person what you can learn from them, and it's time for the next thing to come in. See, this relationship right now shows that it may have been something that started quickly and you've made it to the top of the mountain, but there is like, it may have run its course, but that's for you to decide. I can't decide that for you. Nobody else can. And I get really fucking annoyed when readers tell people, well, it's your soulmate and that's why. No, that's not true, because you're going through a journey in life, especially when I don't know how old you are. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I was 17, I really thought I found my soulmate, okay? And let me tell you something, it couldn't have been further from the truth. And from that point on, there have been many of people that I thought, oh, this is, and then come to find out, they were not the person for me. But it's part of learning and growing. So it looks like now you're slow and steady here. So you may be reluctant to leave this relationship, but I'm not convinced that you're thrilled with it. You may be doing a lot of time thinking about it. And you might not be prepared to leave just yet, but no, I can't tell you that you're going to stay in this forever. But that's your decision. Like, I mean, listen, I've had plenty of friends that they don't care. They turn 28, everybody else is getting married. They just grab anybody. They don't give a shit who the fuck it is because they need to be married like everyone else. If that's how you feel, then you have free will to do that. But if you're asking me if you need to still be in a relationship with someone, that sounds to me like you're not really thrilled with it. And if you're asking me if he's the one, you've got to have doubts, which in that situation would tell me that you may want to explore other options. Ashmita, how is RJ feeling about me today after our text? Feels good. He feels like the relationship is stable or the situation's stable. He feels like you don't hold yourself back. He feels like you're very intelligent and very intuitive. Priscilla, is Samuel texting me as another man to spy on me? No, I don't think so. I didn't get any aces. It's highly unlikely. Jay, how is my absence affecting Amy currently? Well, she feels bummed out. I mean, she's not heartbroken, but she feels bummed. Like, it's like she's looking forward to seeing you and you're not there, and it's just kind of like it bums her out. Anna, how is Christopher feeling about our relationship, and where does he want this relationship to go? Well, right now he's feeling like things are slow and steady, and that's okay with him. It doesn't look like he's got much plans for the future. He feels a little stifled, but that's his own problem and has nothing to do with you. I don't know exactly what's going on in his life as far as work and that kind of stability, because it looks like around him he may have some issues with money, or he may be concerned about money, and he's feeling like a little stuck in the mud. I think that he's happy with the way the relationship is right now. I don't think he's looking at the future. Like, I think he's like, okay, this is what it is for right now, and this is all I can deal with. Feels like he's got other bullshit around him that he's dealing with. Like, there is like instability, there's money issues. There may be a third party or somebody from the past that keeps bothering him, that keeps resurfacing. And his intuition is not, like, he doesn't listen to his intuition. His intuition will tell him to do something and he does the opposite. It also looks like he holds himself back a lot. He's quite capable of a lot, and he seems to like kind of take the easy way out. I don't know why, but I guess a lot of people do. But he definitely holds himself back. This is one of those situations where he may not move things forward fast enough for you, and you may find somebody else because you may get sick of it. Shannon, will I find a new job soon? You will, and you're not holding yourself back. You got a 70% chance, yes, a new job comes in soon, and you don't hold yourself back. Anna, Christopher just didn't respond, so I left it like that. I didn't text him this morning and have an all day. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Because anytime you send, first of all, any of these text messages that are like, I'm never going to talk to you again, or I'm going to go away if you want me to, or it puts out, the vibe is kind of like, I can't think of the word, like you're a victim of the situation. Well, I'll just go away, just tell me. It's like it makes you victimized by the situation. Nobody is going to tell you to go away. They're just going to ignore you because that's how people are. And being ignored, being ghosted, it's unacceptable, but yet people stand for it anyway. I mean, you know, it's one thing if somebody doesn't answer you because they're busy or whatever, they're watching a movie, they're out at a bar, whatever. You know, they're working, who cares? But it's when it's constant. And I'll always say, if you're sending like 5 text messages to every one you're getting back, you're putting in too much energy. Pull your energy way back and see what happens. But it's the same thing. Like if you go off on somebody, even if you're right and they're 100% wrong, just being mad at them, being angry at them, lets them know how much you care. It kind of speaks a little bit louder if you don't say anything and you walk away, because then it's like, what happened? You know, it's like people are waiting for that. Like, for example, if you were living with somebody or you were married to someone and you came home and you found them with another woman, you'd feel like you would freak out, right? Anybody would. But just because you get upset like that lets them know how much you care. So when you send text messages like that or you do things like that, they know you're doing it because you care. And the energy puts them, not only puts them in charge, but it brings you down. It gives them all the power. So I would refrain from doing things like that. I feel like it speaks louder to not say anything. Just get away from them. Just cut, and if they reach out to you, don't answer. Make them fucking wait. See how they like it. Then, that's like the difference. If some random guy that you didn't like, sent you a text message like, I'm not gonna pursue you anymore, you'd be like, okay, fine, whatever. But if it was someone that you would know that he was mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would know that it upset him. Anyhow. If you don't want to contact him, Soleil, then don't. If you really don't, then don't do it. Queen. So will KJ propose in 2021? If not, when? I mean, I can't tell you exactly when. Like, the cards just don't work like that. I can tell you if it's showing up or if it's not showing up. But I don't know if you've discussed it with him. Then, if you guys have been discussing that, then you should know when it's coming. Let me see, 2021. I don't think it happens in 2020. There's a little bit of anxiety around him in 2021. I'm only getting a 33% chance it happens in 2021. He's got anxiety for some reason around it. You may want to have a discussion with him and see how he feels. Now it may be too soon, maybe closer towards the end of the year. Felix, why does my daughter dislike my wife so much? Is this a stepmom? Because if so, that's why. Is it a stepmom? All right, this is what I got. She feels a little bit betrayed by the situation. She feels like it's unjust. She feels unprepared. So she could be feeling like she's competing for your affections. If this is a stepmother, it makes perfect sense. I gotta tell you that I read for a lot of women that they just do not like their husband's daughters. And I don't think it's like because they don't like the it's odd for me though with the birth mom, but I see it all the time with like girlfriends and wives of fathers that have daughters from other relationships. All the time where they're competing. To me, it's a little bit odd that she feel this way about her mother. But hey, you know what? If that could be from a past life, it does kind of show up that she feels like she's a compete for your affection. Everyone's got a right to feel the way that they feel. She also may feel like her mom, her mom holds her back a little bit, or from her. I think most parents do, but she's sort of ahead of them. It does look like the timing around them right now is not good. This is going to change, and their relationship should get better as she gets older. They're feeling a little bit more prepared. They have some good karma that comes in. Bullshit kind of moves into the past. I think as the time goes on, their relationship will get better. Is she a teenager? Maybe it's just a rough teenage years. But, I mean, like I said, it's not uncommon for daughters and mothers to bump heads. And it's even worse if it's like a stepmom or a girlfriend. I mean, I've seen women jealous of like children, you know, like 5 or 6 years old. And I'm like, really? Like, we need to get a grip here. But this is a little bit different. The good news is I think it improves with time. Para, how he feels about the kiss I gave him today. He feels good. Lover's card. He was impressed. Good. Soleil the next 2 weeks. You could be spending a lot of time with a Virgo. Virgo may come around. It could just be a friend. You might have some decisions to make over the next 2 weeks. You could be spending time redecorating your home, hanging out at your home, entertaining at home, whatever it is. It also looks like you may be spending time with the Capricorn and you have some good luck coming in over the next 2 weeks. Soleil, general reading for September. Okay, you should be getting more respect at work, possibly getting paid more. Your intuition should be spot on, and you could be involved with a new love situation that brings in love, money, abundance. Fertility, be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. You may be, by September, moved on to greener pastures and leaving negativity and bullshit in the past. Negativity and pessimism moves into the past by September. Mel, I totally agree with that about the man thing, but I feel like that's like society is to blame for that. Like society, every one of these things is like Cinderella and the fucking glass slipper and all this nonsense, and it makes girls grow up to think that they number one need to be with a man. It's also unrealistic. The way that the women that I have found, the way that they feel about the men, it's not the same. Like women and men seem to love very different. Women, like they want to hear things like, attracted to nobody else but you. You're the love of my life. Nobody else can, and that's not true. I mean, the truth is that men are attracted to women, and that's what it is. Um, like I used to laugh all the time, and I used to tell my boyfriend when I would go out running during the week, guys beeping and honking, yelling out the window, even young guys. And I'm like, I'm old enough to be your fucking mother. But they beeping. Go out running on a Sunday, no beeps. No beeps. And I'm like, meanwhile, I'm like, look what the fuck I look like. What are you beeping at? But that's just how guys are. They're just wired differently. And it's true. Women are like, when it becomes a point that's obsessive, it gets dangerous. Because they would never live up to the reality that you hold them at anyway. You know what I mean? So once you become obsessed with somebody, the obsession it's a fantasy, and it's not who the person is. So it's already blown everything out of proportion. Then the person shows up and you're like, really? This is it? This was what I wanted so bad? But anyhow. Avery, please. So update for the rest of the week and the weekend. The week looks a little bit slow, but you are going to have some choices that come in. You could be spending time with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Libra. It looks like you might be undecided about the rest of the week and into the weekend. You may decide to spend a little bit of time alone at home. Maybe recharging your batteries. It looks a little bit slow. I mean, it's not a bad week or a bad weekend. It just doesn't look like anything real out of the ordinary happens. Bridge, can I get a general for the rest of the year? Avery, please. Okay, so it looks like you've got the sun that comes out over your life before the end of the year, which is very positive. Brings in happiness. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, along with a soulmate relationship. If you're not in one already, it could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or it could be with a Virgo. If you are in a relationship, it should rekindle or move to the next level. And your intuition will be heightened before the end of the year. Paying off a bill, a debt, a loan, something that's been hanging over your head, makes you feel relief before the end of the year. Come over here, you. Come here. Oh, stop. What happened? You knocked this off? Did you knock it off? That bounce around. Pain in the neck. You pain in the neck. Oh, quiet. Here, we got something else here for you to play with? You want to play with this? Right, play with that. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Jay, how is Amy feeling towards me today? He's called an electric eel for a reason. I think that she's kind of concerned as to where you've been. She's got a little bit of anxiety or worry around the situation. She thinks that you're strong, prepared, hardworking. She's got a lot of respect for you. Thinks that you're attractive. But I think she's maybe worried. There's Nine of Swords. There's anxiety around her today. Leslie, what are Tony's feelings towards me? Am I getting played? That's a good one. Let's see, am I getting played? And you know what? It doesn't come up that he's playing you, no. It comes up that there could be success around the situation. Things between you and him could change for the better quickly. He may not be 100% sure how he feels, and he may not be telling you how he feels, but it looks like things are going to move forward, and it looks like you're going to have choices. So you may be the one that makes the final decision as to where this relationship goes, but he's interested. Like, he's in it. You know, I don't think that he's playing. Tanya, how does V feel about us not being friends? Not happy. Tower moment. Feels like a disaster. Also feels like not getting a new beginning. Not thrilled, I can tell you that. Like they lost something. Lara, who's coming towards me in love? You got success coming in around love, transformation that happens with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and it happens through divine timing, divine guidance. You'll be at the right place at the right time. Happens out of the blue. Listen to your intuition. Anna, my feelings matter too. Exactly. And he's been stressing over a lot of things, work, money, and other things, but it takes two for a relationship to work. Exactly. You're right. You're right. So, like, when will he contact me? It should be sometime this week. It should be soon. Stephanie, how did Herman feel seeing me today and getting my number? He feels good. He feels like things are moving forward and like he's got his wish. Good. Shannon, when will Aunt Twain contact me? Could be within the next 2 days to 2 weeks. Relatively soon. Oh no, she's only 4 and she doesn't like your wife? Felix. Maybe she's the disciplinarian and that's why the kid rebels against it. Let me check. Otherwise, the other thing could be that it's a past life thing. I know it sounds crazy, but if you don't like somebody and there's no real reason, a lot of times it's something that happened in a past life. Is she a disciplinarian? Maybe that's why. You know what? It's going to get better. The 10 of Cups. They may not get along now, or the kid may act out with her, but it gets better. They should be prepared to have a decent relationship that's stable, well-balanced, intuitively connected, and it shouldn't be like years down the road. It should be relatively soon. Maybe she's a disciplinarian and the kid's rebelling against it. You know what? I think it's going to pass regardless. I'm surprised though she's so young. But it's, they say like the pineal gland doesn't calcify fully until we're 12. So children are very intuitive. She may be picking up something that she took with her from a past life. I know it sounds nuts, and there's no way to prove that. But at 4 years old, if she really doesn't like her, it could be something that happened in a past life. Or it could also just be that she spends a lot of time with her. She's the disciplinarian, and that's why she's angry. Kid doesn't like to be told what to do. She may have a strong personality. Either way, their relationship is going to improve. Stephanie, why was T giving me staring eyes today? Feelings. Well, you know, he's still, I don't know if you've spoken to him recently at all, but he's still very hung up and angry about whatever went on way back when. It shows that He feels like he was treated unjustly. He feels that there was a lot of jealousy around the situation. I'm not saying he's right, but this is what's coming up. And he's feeling like he put in a lot of hard work and that he kind of got kicked in the ass. And he doesn't think that it's fair because, first of all, he holds steady to the fact that he hasn't done some of the things that you've accused him of. But also he feels like you guys weren't in a stable relationship. So, he's still holding on to some of that anger. I don't know if you want to have a discussion with him about it. You may not even feel like it's worth it, but there's still anger there for that whole situation that went down. Aram, how does Kay feel about the pictures who posted girl in my mind? Wait a minute. How does Kay feel about the pictures? I'm not sure what you mean. Can you rephrase that question? Miss Rosie, how long is he intending to see me in secret? Until he feels that the relationship is strong enough and he's confident in it. When he feels a little bit more stable, it's funny because a friend of mine was in a situation like this. Like, she started dating this guy and they were together a long time, like I don't know, 8 months, 10 months, going on a year, and he would not like let her tell anyone. It was in his case, like he just felt like, what does it matter? What does it matter? Why do other people need to know? This is our business. But there came a point where like they crossed over like a year and a half, and they started living together, and then they wound up getting married. So it was fine. But I think it's the same thing. Like he's like, what does it matter to other people? This is between you and I. When I feel stable, when I feel secure, then we can tell people. I think it has to do with him feeling a little bit insecure. It probably has nothing to do with you, or less to do with you, more to do about himself. Mr. Maurice, took off of work the last 2 days. Too hot to deliver mail. How will my job react to my playing hooky? I need a change. If you have days that you can take, they can't say anything. They may not be happy, they may not be thrilled, but it's too bad. That's why you have those days. Yeah, they may have been disappointed. They may have felt like it wasn't the right thing to do, but you know what? That's why you have days like that. They may have felt like they were a little bit disrespected. They may have also felt like the timing wasn't good, but that's why jobs give you days like that, because we're humans and we need to take a break. So I think that you do need a change. I mean, I know that like just taking off a couple of days, it may not make the world a difference, but it can recharge the batteries a little bit, and I think that you needed that. I think you did the right thing. And that's why you have those days. That's why companies give them. The boss never likes it, but that's too bad. Soleil, how is Leroy feeling? Well, he's feeling a little bit unlucky, a little bit unpassionate, a little bit like he's kind of isolating himself, like he doesn't really want to talk to people. He's feeling like he's lacking perseverance. He's also feeling very weak. He's holding himself back. He's not in the best place right now. Anna Diaz, is my relationship going in the right direction? What are you doing? Are you eating paper? Oh my goodness, give me that. Hang on. Let me. Oh my God, the whole seat came out. The whole seat came out. The toy came out. Let me see what's in your mouth. Nothing? Okay, all right. All right, you were right. Oh my God. We're almost done. Your relationship is going in the right direction. Yeah, you guys are in a nice place. Or you're getting there. Avery! Avery, you're all right. You just can't eat paper. I could give you a cookie. You want a cookie? Do you want a cookie? So I'm going to take a break from reading so I don't become obsessed with the future or Leroy. So can I get a general for the rest of the year? Sure. I think that you're going to be in a much better place relatively soon. You've got feeling prepared, life starts to move forward. You've got the happy home around you, something to celebrate comes in, plus you have choices. 7 of Cups. You have the Libra. You have the Capricorn. You have paying off a bill or a debt or a loan, which is positive. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and the Hangman is in reverse, which means your life should be moving forward nicely. I don't think it's going to take you to the end of the year. I think that you should be in a better place soon, like maybe within the next 6 to 8 weeks. I feel though too, like, I think that most of the time people become obsessed with people that they're not with or they haven't been with. So I think you're okay, and I also think you have other people around you. You know the people that I feel are in danger, and I've been in this position myself. The person that is waiting on somebody who they've never been with, who they're waiting, like they're manifesting them, and they know that they're going to be with this person. They feel it in their bones that they're going to be with this person. Meanwhile, months go by that they don't speak to this person. Those are the people that are in danger. That's how I feel. Just from like what I've seen in the past. I think I don't want to talk bad about people, but the law of attraction people, I think sometimes do injustice with, them like teaching this stuff, that you can change people's thoughts, and if you believe he's yours, then he's yours. I think it's dangerous territory because people sit around waiting for years, and I've seen it. I've had them contact me before. Well, it's been 3 years, and I'm like, okay, well, you might not want to, and then they don't want to hear that. So then that's when I'm like, okay, well then, if you want to believe that this person's going to show up, then you can believe that. That's fine. But we're taught here that we have free will. The law of attraction coaches are teaching people that no one has free will, that you decide it. So people reflect back to you what you believe. So in other words, if you want me to tell you that you're going to be a millionaire, then you just have to believe I'm going to tell you that. I can't wrap my brain around that. I don't believe it. I believe that there are a lot of things that may be true, but I don't believe that we have control over other people's thoughts and actions. I just don't believe that. So anyhow, if somebody can convince me otherwise, but I don't see the proof of that. What I see is a lot of people spending years and years chasing after ideas of people. It's not even who they are. It's something that they've built up in their head. And you're not doing that. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm not saying anyone here is doing that. I'm just saying that this is what I've seen in the past. Avery, you need to chill out a minute, okay? Shay Queen, is DM still interested in working things out? and getting back into a relationship with me. There goes the phone. Avery, 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 you need to stop. You have to stop. Don't pull on that curtain. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me and don't pull on the curtain. There you go. Yeah, I think he is. I think he is still interested. And I think you guys are going to work things out. Stop. Quiet. Moon. Sun sign of the King of Pentacles that keeps showing up. Virgo. Should be a Virgo. Avery, stop crying. What are you crying about? Play with this. Moon. Oh, I did that one. Intuitive. Will I have more kids with my boyfriend, and if so, how many? It's possible, yeah. It's a possibility that you do. You could have up to 2 more, but yeah, I mean, if you want more kids, then you should discuss it with him because there's a possibility of 2 more. Aram, 3D, she posted her pictures. How he feels about her pictures. So somebody posted pictures and you want to know what he thinks of her pictures. And how do you know that he saw them? You know he saw them? All right, let me see. Here, over here. Now, why are you crying? Right here. Play with it right there. You are a real pain in the neck. He felt like they were, he thought that they were nice pictures, that they were attractive. I mean, I don't think he thought too much about them, but he definitely, if he saw them, he thought that they were attractive and he thought that they were interesting. I mean, that's the best I can really say about it. I don't know what the pictures were of, but the Ace of Cups would be pleasant, and so would the 9 of Wands. Avery. Star bright. When will the Sag find his own place? Soon, sometime this fall. Star bright. Are there any kids in my future? Yes, if you want kids, it's possible. Yep. Intuitive, is he playing me? Will we get married? I don't think he's playing you, but I also don't think that you're getting married. If you are, it wouldn't be anytime soon. Shani, General. All right, can we cut off the super chats because she's really needs to like go for a walk. I'm gonna put her in the carriage and maybe she'll fall asleep. Yes, you're a scooch. Quiet. Quiet. Shani, you may have a new love interest showing up if you're not with anyone right now. You might meet this person under divine timing, being at the right place at the right time. They may be a Capricorn. You have some good karma coming your way as well. When you have a wish, put it out into the universe. It also looks like your life is moving forward nicely. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You could be paying off a debt, a loan, taxes. Something that's been hanging over your head is moving into the past. The debt is being repaid. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you can finally exhale. Avery, stop. Look at that alligator. Look at him. Ah. Go ahead, hit it. All right, moderators, whenever you're ready. Quiet! Driving me nuts. Yes, you're driving me nuts. You. Driving me nuts. Scooch, right. Scooch. And when I come back on tonight, I'm going to try to do it after she falls asleep. So it might be later than 9:30. We'll see. If I keep her up between now and then, I may be able to get her to bed by 9:30. We'll see. Maybe she's got more teeth coming in. Maybe. I mean, she just seems to be like, she gets in these moods where she's just impossible. She doesn't want to eat. She doesn't need to be changed. She just wants like me to leave her alone so that she can like pull down the curtains and eat plugs. We can't do that. But maybe she is getting more teeth. Mel, will the Aries come forth with an apology? Does, but it might take a while. It may not happen anytime soon. It may take some time before he comes in with an apology, but I think eventually he does, for what it's worth. Zara, what's coming into my love life from now until October? You've got choices coming in and you're prepared. Your love life moves forward. It could lead to the happy home. You may be in a stable relationship by then. Could be, well, you've got some people around you. You've got, quiet! You got an air sign around you, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Perseverance between now and then takes you places. Don't settle for what you don't deserve. If you stick it out, you're going to get into a good relationship that's stable and committed. You don't have to play with these losers. You know what I mean? You have a lot of opportunity coming in between now and then. All right, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tonight, hopefully 9:30. We'll see what happens with her. If I can get her to go to bed. Otherwise, I'm going to wait because I can't get anything done like this. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.